WWE franchise is now back with another WWE game released in 2008 called Raw vs. Smackdown 2008. Okay, so basically in this game, there really isn't any story unless you do season mode. But basically what this game is known for is the exhibition matches where you can do anything you want. There are a lot of lines of games in 2008. You got ladder matches, Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, ECW Extreme Rules match, and much, much more. Now the season modes in 2008 have definitely taken a change, since now you play every day of the week on season mode. Unlike in other wrestling season games where you just play the day of the week your show is on. Instead, you go through all 7 days of the week. When it's not your show, you do other activities like star in movies and sign autographs and stuff like that. You have a choice of skipping this option, just going right to your show, which I do sometimes since it gets boring and repetitive. Which is basically the key word in most video games when it's boring and repetitive. Well, anyway, let's get to the point. The season modes are basically the same, except for the fact you go to your locker room and play all 7 days of the week now. It's definitely a change in the season mode story, and personally, I like the season mode story for a while. Sometimes it just gets old. I don't know why, but this game, it just got old really quickly. Probably because most of the moves you could do with any character in 2007, now you only have a little capability to do with many characters. For instance, you know how in 2007 you got to pick up a weapon and do a grapple move with any person? Well, now you need to have the hardcore sign just to do a grapple move. Let me explain. There are 7 basic superstar, how I call it, maybe types. Yeah, let's go with types. 7 basic superstar types. There is Powerhouse, which makes you strong and able to do Irish whips. And you have Brawlers, which now have the ability to the opponent is laying down on the ground, you punch them in the face one after another. They can only do that. Submission, and they're the only, well, submission hasn't really changed that much, except submission people are better at submissions than normal people. That's basically it for submissions. Then you have High Flyer, and High Flyer's definitely changed. You know, how you just run up, if there's a person clothesline, you just run up to them, you lay them on the ground, you go up right into the turnbuckle. Only High Flyers can do that. And the Possum Pin, only High Flyers can do that now too. That's their specialty. The Dirty Superstars are the only ones that could admit the dirty finishing move. And finally there's the Showman, and they're the only one that can copy other people's finishers, which really upsets me since that was one of my favorite things. The fact that they mixed up all of these moves into types to make the game more fun and original doesn't make it fun and original. It might make it original, but it definitely doesn't make it any more fun. I wanted all the superstars to have the abilities, not just a couple. I mean, I know it goes a little extreme to see the Khali or the Big Show jumping off of ropes, and maybe Rey Mysterio doing the Khali bomb. You know what the strange thing is? Rey Mysterio is actually a showman, so he actually does the Khali bomb. What's up with that? Is Rey Mysterio supposed to do the Khali bomb? I don't think so. What were the game designers thinking? What were the game people thinking? I think they were on drugs when they made this game. Separating it to make it less fun? Well, seriously. Now the graphics are basically what makes this game shine. You know, a lot of graphics in this. What are graphics? The graphics are basically the things that make the game from being horrible. The graphics are definitely an improvement, like I was saying, but it's just not enough to make up for what the mistakes are. And you know what else is bad? The moves aren't as original as they were in 2007. Like, every wrestler has like the same moves to get the opponent on the ground, like a leg sweep, or the strong moves like holding over their head. Everyone else to get like the FU position. Almost everyone has that. You know, the moves just aren't original. They aren't, which makes this game really upsetting. I guess that's basically it for the bad stuff in this game. And all of that stuff really makes it hard to find any pros. But I did. There are a lot more match types in this game, which I enjoyed. And for the people who have grapple hardcore attacks, had really shine in this game. The worst type for a superstar is probably dirty. I really don't get what dirty is. I thought dirty was if you were good or bad. I didn't know that would be a type. I think a much more reasonable type would be something along the lines of, well, at the moment I can't think of anything. Maybe speed. I guess that would be high flyer, but something with speed, I guess. Or maybe, oh yeah, they have another type in this game that I almost forgot that's pretty stupid too, and that's technical, which basically has the better ability of just reversing moves for a number of times, but it's nothing really special. Man, I just hate how this game splits everything up. It just makes it worse. I don't get it. I don't get what they were trying to do. Now, the graphics are better and there are a lot more moves, matches, and you know, that's just not enough to take a really good game and just mess it up. And even on the PlayStation 2, this game is bad. I mean, it's not bad, but it's definitely not great. And just on the Wii, oh man, it's horrible. I don't even get why they make wrestling games for the Wii. They're just horrible. No offense to the Nintendo, but geez, man, just leave Sony alone. Make your own line of games. You don't see them making any Mario games, do you? Or Animal Crossing or Pac-Man. Or, well, Pac-Man's basically Sony, I guess, but yeah, still. So, I just hated how they split this up, and the graphics aren't enough to take away what they did to mess up a good game. I gave Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 for the PlayStation 2 a 4. No, let's make it a 5 out of 10.